What's good, folks? It's RFG back at it today, and I am here to break down Kobe Bryant's natal chart. All right. Now, before I get started, I just want to make it very, very clear, okay, to the gematria community in general. Okay, this first message is gonna be for everyone, who studies gematria, and for everyone who's under the belief that gematria is somehow the only method that the elites code their rituals in. Okay, I want to let those people know that they are highly misinformed. All right, and many people who believe that gematria is the only method that the elites code their rituals in. Okay, not only is that false, but these people believe that when these celebrity deaths happen, and when these so-called black leaders and powerful black men get taken out, these people who support gematria, they think that every single one of these people are faking their death, and they think that they're going to live on some uncharted island for the rest of their life. All right. This is what the gematria community believes. So I want to get this off my chest and make this very clear. All right. And I'm going to ask you a question for everyone out there who, if you would consider yourself a gematria head, this is going to be for you. This is a question I got for you. Let's say that you were in Kobe Bryant's position. Let's just imagine that you were Kobe Bryant. You're making hundreds of millions of dollars. You have a firm, you have an investment firm that's worth over $2 billion. You are the greatest NBA player, okay, arguably in history. You are a global icon. You can go anywhere in the world that you want, anytime in the world that you want. You can get any woman in the world that you want, if you really want to get technical. But for some reason, you would be willing to say fuck all of that, including your family and your daughters that love you. You for some reason, you would just stop everything and say fuck all of that. Fuck all the power I have. Fuck all the accolades I have. Fuck the impact I have on the world. Okay? Fuck the empire that I've made for myself and my children, and for everybody else who wants to follow my blueprint. Fuck all of that. I just want to say fuck it. I'm going to fake my death and hide out on an uncharted island so people will think I won't exist anymore. And somehow the elites are gonna pay for me to still be alive for the rest of my life. People, it's time to wake up, man. Okay? And I don't mean to sound harsh, but I gotta keep it real. You gematria folks have your head so far up your ass with gematria, you have lost all common sense. Okay? Your head is so far up your ass, okay? You gematria clowns, your head is so far up your ass, you can't even think straight or see straight. Okay? Not every goddamn assassination is a hoax. And there's an agenda going on with that hoax shit, with the ideology of everything is a hoax. Everything is a fucking hoax. Everything's a hoax. You know what that shit is for? That's for when the UN and the NATO troops come knocking on people's door and they go door to door to start rounding motherfuckers up. People are gonna think it's a fucking hoax until that shit happens to them. That's what. See, I think this gematria shit, and that whole hoax ideology. Some of it is true, but by a long shot, not all of it is true. And in this Kobe situation and in the Nipsey Hussle situation, these gematria clowns are way off. Because like I said, you're gonna have to give me a logical reason, okay? You're gonna have to give me a logical reason on why a man would give up hundreds of millions, close to billions of dollars, why he would just turn his back on the influence he has on the world, why he would turn his back on the empire that he has created for himself and his daughters, why he would take away his freedom to travel all across the world any fucking time he wanted, why he would give up the power to have any woman that he wanted, just to go to a fucking uncharted island and to never exist anymore. Let me tell you how stupid that shit is. Don't you know that the NBA owners and the Freemasons would have to spend hundreds of millions of dollars to keep Kobe Bryant on the uncharted scale, and to keep Kobe Bryant living and alive and thriving? They would have to spend hundreds of millions of dollars just to keep his fucking ass alive. So if folks, gematria clowns, if the Freemasons just kill Kobe, guess what? That's gonna be 10 times cheaper. That's gonna be 10 times cheaper as opposed to keeping him alive for the rest of his fucking life. Okay? Okay? It's time to start using critical thinking. It's time to start using critical thinking. Okay? So now that I've addressed the gematria community, okay, I'm gonna also state the fact that I learned 2 days ago. Kobe's helicopter. It was reported and proved that Kobe's helicopter either caught fire before it crashed. The helicopter that Kobe was in, it crashed, okay, after it caught fire. So there is proof that there was a fire in the fucking helicopter before it crashed, okay? And let me make this very clear. Foggy skies have nothing to do with the fucking helicopter crash. And I'm going to debunk all that bullshit right now. Okay? There is an indicator. Every helicopter has an indicator in the pilot's cockpit. Okay? And this indicator calculates the altitude of the helicopter until the helicopter reaches that fucking altitude. That helicopter doesn't take off. I'm going to repeat myself. When any helicopter takes off, there is an indicator in the pilot area that detects the altitude in the exact feet and meters of the altitude, and they cannot move forward or backwards until they reach that certain altitude. You understand? So guess what? It's already public knowledge on what the fucking altitude is supposed to be for all helicopters and planes, okay, that are flying over the airspace. They have a set altitude that they have to get to before they move forward or backwards, which means this helicopter reached an altitude of close to 3,000 feet. This helicopter, okay, this helicopter reached an altitude of at least 3,000 feet. Helicopters stay at an altitude in between 3,000 feet and 1 mile in the sky. That's in between 3,000 and 5,000 feet in the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no fucking mountain in Southern California that's at a 4,000 or 5,000 mile altitude. So what I'm saying is, even though the clouds were foggy and it was very misty and foggy that day, that doesn't mean shit, because You don't just take off with the fucking helicopter like you do with a plane, okay? You rise up. You rise up in altitude in the fucking helicopter before you move forward. And you don't move forward until you reach that particular altitude, okay? That is how you operate a helicopter in foggy conditions. You don't move forward, you don't move backwards, okay? Out of risking hitting something, and you don't move forward or backwards until you hit that particular altitude, okay? There's been plenty of helicopter pilots that can back up what I'm saying. There's been plenty of people who have been on helicopters and who have flown through foggy skies. I know them personally. Okay? So I just want to make that very clear. And the information that came out that states that there was a fire on the plane before it went down, that's proof positive to me that there was either a bomb on the plane, or I really believe the plane was hit with a DEW. Okay, that's what that proves. All right, and see, because my last video, I basically showed the evidence that showed the pharmaceutical industry, their motive behind Kobe's death, and the Freemasons, their responsibility and their connection to Kobe Bryant's assassination. So now I'm going to touch on the NBA, okay? The NBA, their involvement in Kobe Bryant's assassination, okay? And this is just going to prove to you that the NBA never held Kobe in a higher regard than Michael Jordan or LeBron James. I'm going to repeat myself. The National Basketball Association never held Kobe Bryant in a higher regard than Michael Jordan or LeBron James. All right? And this is going to prove it. After Kobe's assassination, there was a petition to change the NBA logo to Kobe Bryant's image. All right? And there were 2 million signatures. There were 2 million signatures sent to the NBA commissioner. There were 2 million signatures sent to the NBA commissioner so the NBA, could change their logo to Kobe Bryant. All right? And let's see what the NBA had to say about it. A petition to change the NBA's logo to feature a silhouette of Kobe Bryant has received more than 2 million online signatures as of 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday. But the NBA, okay, here we go. But the NBA has resisted to change the logo. Okay? The NBA, the National Basketball Association, that you love so much, that you like to argue with your friends and your family over all the bullshit stats and shit. This player is better than that player, and this coach is better than that coach, and this owner is better than that owner. You know what I'm saying? The thousands of dollars you spend on NBA merchandise year in and year out. You see what I'm saying? Wasting your days and your weeks sitting on the fucking couch like a couch potato, watching grown men shoot a basketball through a hoop. You know what I'm saying? That's the same league. That same league, this is how they feel about Kobe Bryant. This is how they feel about Kobe Bryant. They had 2 million signatures, okay, as a petition to get Kobe featured on the NBA logo. And guess what? The motherfucking NBA denied it. They denied it. Yeah, I'm so sure they really love Kobe Bryant. They really love Kobe Bryant. And I'm going to explain to you why the NBA did this. The NBA did that because Kobe Bryant never sacrificed a close relative or a loved one or a close friend of his, and he never conducted a homosexual ritual. He never conducted a homosexual shaming ritual. He never conducted a ritual sacrifice for his accolades. This is why Kobe Bryant had 5 NBA championships and only 1 MVP. He only had 1 MVP season out of 5 NBA championship seasons. Okay? And this is why that they're talking about LeBron James eclipsing Michael Jordan, and they're done talking about Kobe Bryant eclipsing Michael Jordan. Okay? It's over. That situation that popped off with Kobe Bryant in Colorado with the white woman, okay? I was wrong. I was dead out, you know what I'm saying? Flat out dead wrong. I thought it was a shaming ritual, but it was not, because Kobe was found not guilty, or he was found innocent. Okay? Which means they didn't even have enough evidence. let alone proof. They didn't even have enough evidence to convict him. Okay? So, like I said, Kobe Bryant, if you really want to get technical, Kobe Bryant from the years 1998 to 2010 was the motherfucking NBA. I'm going to repeat myself. Kobe Bryant from the years 1998 to 2010 was the NBA. Was bigger than the fucking NBA. Okay? And this is how the NBA thanks Kobe Bryant. This is how the NBA pays their homage to Kobe Bryant. After 2 million signatures to get this man's image on the logo, the NBA denied it. And you know what's the nail in the coffin about this? The NBA was so quick. They were so quick to turn this down. Why? You're telling me this doesn't even require thought? This doesn't even require consideration, time, and thought to think about? We're not talking about some fucking Joe Schmo. We're talking about an individual that helped lead, okay, one of the greatest NBA franchises to 5 NBA championships and to 7 NBA championship appearances. And a 2-time gold medalist. Okay? Okay? Yeah. Yeah, we're not talking about no motherfucking Joe Schmo. So are you really telling me that Michael Jordan was all that much better than Kobe Bryant? Is that really what you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, say? Because if we're speaking about the numbers and the championship appearances, okay, we can do that. Kobe Bryant had 1 more finals appearance than Michael Jordan. Even though he had 1 less ring, he had 1 more finals appearance. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, from 1998 to 2010, Kobe Bryant was the NBA. And this is how they show their love. You see? That's how the NBA shows their love. And I know what the deal is. Kobe Bryant didn't sacrifice his father like Michael Jordan did. And Kobe Bryant didn't dress up as a woman like LeBron James did so LeBron James could get his 3rd championship. Kobe Bryant wasn't part of a secret fraternity like Michael Jordan was. Michael Jordan was Omega Psi Phi. Kobe Bryant wasn't a secret society member, a secret fraternity member like LeBron James, because LeBron James is Black Boule. He has the fucking tattoo on his chest to prove it. Okay? Okay? So no fraternities, no homosexual shaming rituals, no ritual sacrifices. This is why the NBA is rejecting Kobe Bryant. Okay? I bet they don't even want to talk about his legacy anymore. Okay? They probably just want to get rid of the shit. Are you kidding me? After 2 million signatures to put his image on the NBA logo, the NBA quickly denies it. And this has a lot to do with Caucasoid supremacy, because we know Jerry West wants to keep, his time on the logo. And I guarantee you, remember where you heard it first. When they do change the NBA logo, it's either going to be Michael Jordan. No, it is going to be Michael Jordan on there. Because LeBron James, I think, is too young. I think LeBron James is too young. So if they had a second option of a new person to put on the NBA logo, they would have LeBron James. But nope, their first option to put on the NBA logo is going to be Michael Jordan. It's going to be Michael Jordan. Yep, Mr. Sellout, Mr. I don't give a fuck that black people are murdering each other by the thousands in Chicago over my shoes. I won't lower the prices of my shoes. Mr. I never want to speak out on injustices conducted against my people. Mr. I sacrificed my father to get 6 championships. Mr. Omega Psi Phi. This is who's going on the next NBA logo. Okay? And I'm going to break down a video of just why Kobe Bryant was such a great big threat to the NBA. Because, and before I get started with this, I just want to shout out Umar Johnson. You know what I'm saying? I may not agree with everything that Umar Johnson has done, but if you haven't seen Umar Johnson's take on the Kobe Bryant situation, Umar Johnson is dead on. He is dead on. Period. You know what I'm saying? And he was the one who brought it to my attention that Kobe Bryant actually invested in a international basketball league in China, which would have caused the NBA to lose a lot of money, because Kobe Bryant was a goddamn league in himself. Kobe Bryant was a sports league in himself. You know what I'm saying? That's how popular this guy was across the planet. Okay? If he would have went through with that NBA or with that league, okay, with that international league in China, that would have caused the NBA to lose a lot of money. Okay? Kobe Bryant also invested in software technology, video game and special effects technology, certain sports drinks. And he turned 6 million into 200 million. And he also had an investment firm that was worth $2 billion. $2 billion. Okay?
We've continued to grow. We've continued to make smart decisions, make smart investments across the technology, media, and data space. And it's been a heck of an opportunity. We've had a great time with our entrepreneurs and building our relationships with our investors, and here we are today.
You got how many active in the portfolio right now? 18?
We've got 18 active, had about 10 exits, so it's been incredibly successful, and we've watched the fund grow from about $100 million in access to capital to now over $2 billion. So it's exciting.
I read somewhere of some of the ones that have gone public. Dell,
yes,
right? Baba,
yeah.
National Vision.
That's exactly right.
How many more can you build in terms of exits?
Oh, I think it's unlimited. As long as there are great entrepreneurs and great CEOs, we're going to keep seeing more and more go public or sell to other great companies.
What's your assessment of the IPO window right now?
I mean, look, it's wide open. There's some exciting companies coming out. It's just a matching value to price. So, we hope it holds. We're pretty excited what we see.
In terms of characteristics of the companies, the leaders you're looking at, what do they have in common?
Well, you got to have strong entrepreneurs. I mean, that's really the key for us, is looking at the people. Yes, it's important to see those returns, right? But it's also important to have great opportunity, great relationships with our investors, great opportunities with our entrepreneurs to help them grow and put them in situations they can be successful.
What I love is that you kept Kobe's name out of it long, right? It was not public for a while when this thing was already in motion.
We've been working together for how long now?
It's been 7 years, right?
7 years, yeah.
The point, it's not about...
Kobe Bryant was investing in the stock market. He was investing in what's called innovative technology. Okay, he was investing in innovative technology. That means new and advanced technology that was going to be highly needed in society. So if certain companies were making technological advancements, and they were coming out with new inventions for technology or for computer software or for video game software and video game technology. This is what Kobe Bryant was investing in. Okay, this was no low-level stuff, folks. This was Bill Gates-like stuff that Kobe Bryant was indulging in. And folks, this was only 2 to 3 years after his retirement. And his fucking investment firm was worth $2 billion. And he himself was worth close to $500 million. You understand? If you do that and you don't show your allegiance to the Freemasons, they are going to take your ass out. Because they are going to view you as a free-thinking threat.
It's about the teams that are being built, it's the entrepreneurs, it's the companies. We want to do our part. We want to help where we can, but we want to be behind the scenes. We want to be helping people.
Also, it's important, to attach a name to it immediately comes with a certain stigma, right? So it's important that we do lay the groundwork early, behind the scenes. This way you establish validity and credibility within the industry. It's very important.
Right. But then what did your Rolodex bring to it later? I read you brought in Peyton Manning, right? Steph Curry, some others in the space, I imagine.
Well, what I'm trying to do is just simply help athletes grow and grow their value, right? I mean, for us as athletes, it's very difficult when you retire, you step away from the game, because it's been such a liquid business for us. How do you build value post-retirement, post-career? What do you do?
Yep.
And I'm just trying to give opportunities to some of these other guys and vice versa.
Yep. You see, Kobe Bryant was not only building his own empire, he was trying to help young athletes, okay, learn how to properly manage their finances after they retire. Do you know how fucking important that is? Do you know how many athletes go broke after they retire, after they call it quits? Man, people just don't get it, man. They just don't get it.
Is that a significant part of your client base? Is athletes, or to what degree is that important? Does that drive the vision of the fund?
Look, both athletes and entrepreneurs, because when you think about this, we all have something we're really good at. People assume that means you're good at everything. It's not necessarily true. So whether you're building a sports franchise or you're building a business, doesn't mean you know how or where to invest your money. We want to make sure that we're giving back to the communities that were so great to us.
One thing I'm curious about, Kobe, is so many companies, namely in sports, Nike's a good example, are having to make political decisions, right? Do you side with Kaepernick or do you not?
Sure.
How does that
He also said he sided with Kaepernick. Now, I've made many videos explaining Kaepernick's true agenda, but at the end of the day, folks, we got to accept reality. Kaepernick woke up a lot of people. Kaepernick woke up a lot of so-called black people to what that flag really represents in this country.
complicate decisions you have to make? And why has Nike been pretty decisive on this one?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't complicate it. Nike's mission is a very simple one. Ever since Phil Knight started the company, the mandate was to listen to the voice of the athlete. So it's bigger than Nike. Nike's core value is the athlete itself. And so you have to stand by what the athlete believes in. If this is what the athlete believes in, this is what you support. So it doesn't complicate things much at all. You got to stick to what you believe is right.
I think Jim's got a question in mid.
Yeah. So I'm gonna leave it right there. You guys can watch the rest of this if you want. But this just shows you, man, that Kobe Bryant was waking up. And see, when he asked them that question, that they support Kaepernick, and if he supported Kaepernick's move, Kobe Bryant said, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Without hesitation. This guy was waking up. This guy acquired a fucking empire, an empire's worth of finances. Okay? And he was about to cause the NBA to lose a grip of money, man. And he was also about to cause the pharmaceutical company, High-Tech Pharmaceuticals, he was going to cause them to lose hundreds of millions. Okay? This Kobe was on his shit. Okay? As far as the monetary system goes, Kobe was on his shit. And what you have to understand is, as a so-called black man in this society, if the elites consider you a threat, okay, if they consider you a monetary threat, you are going to be taken out. They are going to attempt to take you out. It's that simple. Okay? And so right here, this just breaks it down again. Okay, Bryant's firm now has more than $2 billion in assets. Kobe Bryant's firm, investment firm, now has more than $2 billion in assets. Folks, he was on track to make Michael Jordan look silly. Kobe Bryant was on track to make Michael Jordan look silly with the whole investment game. Okay? So this message is just going to go out to the so-called black men who have acquired millions of dollars or even hundreds of millions of dollars, and you think that you have influence over hundreds of millions of people. If you are a so-called black man with hundreds of millions of dollars and you can influence hundreds of millions of people, all right, and you have not sold out to the elite yet, you are a huge target. You are target number one. Just putting that out there. You are target number uno. Okay? And with that being said, Mr. Kaepernick, who I believe is worth a few 10 million, Master P already came to Kaepernick and asked him if he wanted to start his own football league. Okay? And I highly advise Kaepernick, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to invest in anything, you need to invest in land. Okay? You need to invest in land. Okay? Fuck playing the monetary system game. Fuck playing the Zionist warlocks game. Fuck playing the Freemasons game. Fuck their monetary system. Because every time a so-called black man, okay, acquires hundreds of millions of dollars in assets, okay, in investments, in stocks, okay, in businesses, okay, and that particular black man does not go along with the Zionist agenda, that black man ends up dead. Okay? Just check the track record. Check the fucking track record. Kobe Bryant, Nipsey Hussle, Michael Jackson, Prince, and the rest of them. Okay? The list goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay? And it's no fucking secret anymore. So if anybody, I think if anybody needs to be careful right now, it's actually Kaepernick. He better be very careful, and you know what I'm saying? Because he has opportunities to accumulate, hundreds of millions of dollars if he wants to as well. If he creates his own football league with Master P. Okay? So, you know what I'm saying? You got to be very vigilant out there. You see, when we so-called black men, when we succeed in their game, we are a threat because their game was never designed for us to win. Their game was never designed for us to win. Period. Okay? Guys better start waking up. So the best way to beat them at the game is to detach from their game and destroy their game. It's to destroy their game by detaching from their game. That's how you beat their game. You detach from it on a mass scale, on a mass level, and you destroy it that way by your absence. Okay? This is what people need to be purchasing with their money, with their investments. Okay? This is the most valuable thing on the earth right now. It's called fertile land. Okay? You also need to be purchasing organic fruit, vegetable, and grain seeds. Organic fruit, vegetable, and grain seeds. Also, you need to learn how to grow mushrooms as well. Bella mushrooms. All right. You also need to start investing in generators, electric generators for your homes, which can power your homes even if there's a grid blackout. Okay, if there's a blackout on an energy grid in the United States, okay, if you're living off the grid and your house has its own generator, okay, you'll be able to power your home. Another important thing to invest in is graphene. Start investing in solid graphene and multiple layers of thick graphene. Okay, graphene is the greatest absorber of kinetic energy in the world. Graphene is the greatest absorber of kinetic energy in the world. Okay, I believe graphene is the only substance that can stop the elite's DEWs. Graphene is the only substance that can shield yourself from the elite's direct energy weapons. Okay, solid graphene. If you've seen the movie Black Panther, in that movie Black Panther, there was a substance called vibranium. Okay, the vibranium in real life is known as graphene. Okay, start investing in it. It's going to come in handy. So right now, we're going to discuss Kobe Bryant's natal chart. Now, Kobe Bryant was a Virgo, born in August, on August 23rd. Okay, Virgos, by definition, are very analytical, very logical, very practical, mostly introverted. They are very perfectionistic, and they're very idealistic. Okay, so most of the Virgo model is to perfect the craft in life. It's to do what they can to perfect the craft in life. All right. Kobe Bryant also had his Mercury in Leo, which means he had Leo energy surrounding his thought process, surrounding the energy of his crown chakra, his brain. Okay, Mercury rules the brain. His Mercury is in Leo. Now, I've said in multiple videos where I broke down these natal charts that all these greatest of all time people, when you look at a Kobe Bryant, when you look at a Michael Jordan, when you look at a LeBron James, when you look at a Tom Brady, anybody who is hyped up in the mainstream media as being the so-called greatest of all time, it seems to me that there has to be some kind of Capricorn-Saturn connection. There has to be some kind of Capricorn-Saturn connection with being the greatest of all time in the mainstream media. For instance, LeBron James is a Capricorn himself. Michael Jordan was born on the 17th of the month. People born on the 8th, 17th, and 26th of the month have a small portion of Capricorn traits to their personality. People born on the 8th, 17th, and the 26th of the month are born with a small portion of Capricorn traits, no matter what their sun sign is. Okay, and when we look at Kobe Bryant, he has a Capricorn ascendant, which means he was very, very goal oriented. Okay, your ascendant is how people view you on the outside. Your ascendant is how people view you on the outside. With a Capricorn ascendant, people view Kobe Bryant as very dedicated to his craft, very hardworking. You understand? Very practical. Okay? Very persistent, very tenacious in pursuing his goals and the achievements that he wants to accomplish. Okay? What does the goat do? What does the goat do? The goat climbs the mountain. The goat climbs the mountaintop. You see? This and very hard working people that work themselves to the bone. You see? And Kobe Bryant had this energy on his ascendant. So this is the energy that he carried when he was initiating his everyday activities. Okay? But see, the ascendant is who he was on the outside. On the inside is his natal chart. See, the Kobe on the inside is the rest of his natal chart. All right? So when we look at Kobe Bryant's moon in his 4th house placement. Okay, he has moon in his 4th house, moon and Taurus in his 4th house. The 4th house rules our home life and our life from ages 6 to 12. It rules our home environment. It rules basically how our home country feels about us, how our community feels about us, the relationship we have with our motherly figure, how well our mothers nurtured us when we were younger. The 4th house also rules real estate and the energy around our home and our home life. Okay? So when you look at the fact that Kobe Bryant had moon and Taurus in his 4th house, this shows that he had a very comfortable home life, a very homely, comfortable home life, and he had to have had a very strong connection and a very strong relationship with the mother figure in his life because of moon in his 4th house. Okay. It also shows that his mother was a great nurturer, and psychologically, this was a very strong foundation that Kobe Bryant relied on throughout his whole life. His connection and his relationship with his mother. So his mother was a great nurturer. That makes Kobe Bryant a great nurturer to his children. You see? And Kobe Bryant was very family oriented. Very family oriented. Okay? Moon, people. Moon is in its home. Moon is in its home house. Every planet has a home sign and a home house. Right here, moon is in its home house. So it's very comfortable in the 4th house because moon is ruled by the 4th house. Okay? It's a very, very good placement for Kobe Bryant's home life and for his real estate, also for his real estate endeavors. Okay? If we look at Kobe Bryant's 5th house, he has mostly Gemini. Kobe Bryant has mostly Gemini in his 5th house. This means that Kobe Bryant took high school very seriously. He took high school very seriously. Mercury rules the mind, the brain. You see what I'm saying? Intellectualism, communication, journalism, anything to do with intellectualism, basically. So, he used a great deal of brain power while he was 13 to 19, mostly his years in high school, okay? From 14 to 17 or 13 to 17, okay? That's what mostly Mercury in his 5th house represents, all right? Now, he had so much talent. Kobe Bryant had so much talent because of what's in his 9th house, okay, that he didn't even need anything in his 6th or his 2nd house. The 2nd house rules the money we get, our personal possessions, our feelings towards money and physical possessions, material possessions, things of that nature. It rules our life as a toddler, or the 2nd house. It also rules the money we keep after our career life. Okay, but he didn't even need anything in his 2nd or his 6th house because the 6th house rules work and service. The 6th house rules 9 to 5 jobs. You see, now he had Mars, Pluto, and Venus in his 9th house. He had Mars, Pluto, which are 2 power planets. Mars and Pluto are 2 power planets. He also had Venus in Libra in the 9th house. Now, the 9th house rules a person's thighs. It rules the person's athletic ability and the power of their legs. Okay? And if you think it's a joke, Michael Jordan had Jupiter in his 9th house. I'm going to repeat that. Most of the natal charts that I see from dominant athletes, when you look at a dominant athlete's natal chart, you want to look at at their 5th house, and you want to look at their 9th house. Okay? No matter if they're a boy or a girl, you want to look at their 5th house and their 9th house. And if their 5th house and 9th house is pretty powerful, has pretty positive, powerful planets there, that means that that individual is going to be naturally athletic, very athletic. Okay? The 9th house rules the hips and the thighs. The 9th house rules the hips and the thighs. What do you need in basketball? You need to run. You need to have stamina. You need to have hops. You know what I'm saying? You need to have a fucking vertical. Okay? So most of your dominant athletes have planets in their 9th and 5th houses. Okay? LeBron James, I believe LeBron James has Pluto in his 5th house, and LeBron James has something else in his 9th house. I forgot. But Michael Jordan has Jupiter in his 9th house. You see, Jupiter is just constant expansion. You know what I'm saying? The universe is fortune and expansion. So this right here shows Kobe Bryant's natural athletic ability. Also, the 9th house rules our feelings towards foreign cultures and foreign lands, and our ability to travel to foreign countries and foreign lands. You see? So these 3 planets in Kobe Bryant's 9th house showed that Kobe Bryant was destined to travel to multiple countries, and showed that he was going to be mostly loved in those foreign countries. With this, I would also say that Kobe Bryant is mostly a liberal-minded kind of person, a person who accepts people for who they are, regardless of race, age, religion. You know what I'm saying? Because the 9th house rules somebody's Sagittarius-like characteristics. The 9th house rules somebody's Sagittarius-like characteristics. You see? So this basically proved that Kobe Bryant was going to have superior athletic ability, and he was destined to travel to foreign lands. Now we're going to get to Kobe Bryant's personal life. Okay? We're going to get into a little bit of Kobe Bryant's personal life. All right? Kobe Bryant had an abundance of women who wanted to be in serious committed relationships with him. This is what's shown by Jupiter in his 7th house. Okay? This means he had loads and loads and loads of women at his beck and call, as far as them wanting to be in serious relationships with him. Okay? This also may show an attraction to Sagittarius women, or women who are born on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, or 30th of the month. But what's interesting is Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa, she's a Taurus, and Kobe Bryant's moon sign is Taurus. Kobe Bryant's moon sign is Taurus, and his wife is a Taurus. You see how these charts basically tell it all, man. They basically show it all. Okay? So now, even though Kobe Bryant had an abundance of women throwing themselves at him, when it came to the actual, sexual energy that was coming from Kobe Bryant, it shows a lot of conflict. There was a lot of conflict going on in his private life. Okay? And I'm not going to get into too much detail out of respect for Kobe Bryant and his wife, but it shows a lot of conflict going on in that private area, okay, of their life. All right? Because what you have to understand is when Sun and Saturn are in the same house, That's conflict. Sun and Saturn hate each other. The sun and Saturn hate each other. Okay? Sun is all about shining. I'm shining bright. You're all revolving around me. I'm shining bright. Saturn is all about restriction, order, discipline. Okay? Coldness, bitterness, discipline, organization, chronological order. You know what I'm saying? Saturn is all about introversion. Okay? Very, very, very interesting information here. You see, and this right here basically proves it all to me. Kobe Bryant, his career life is shown in the 10th house. He has the planet Uranus in the 10th house. What does Uranus represent? Uranus represents innovation, innovative thinking, new bright creative ideas, innovative technology. Uranus rules innovative original ideas, innovative scientific technology. Go look it up. That's what Uranus represents. It represents rebelliousness. It represents being eccentric. It represents being your own individual and not following the crowd. It represents humanitarianism. It represents rebelliousness. It represents revolution. That's what the planet Uranus represents. And this was in Kobe Bryant's 10th house, impacting his career life. You see, Kobe Bryant was going to rebel against the NBA by creating his own Chinese sports league, his own Chinese basketball league. That was an act of career rebellion by Kobe Bryant. You see, the 10th house rules career. The Uranus represents rebellion and innovative ideas, innovative technology, independence. Okay? Uranus represents going against the current, going against the grain. Okay, and that is because Uranus orbits the sun the opposite direction of all the other planets. Okay, that's why Uranus is tied to that sacred energy. Okay, and like I said, Uranus rules innovative technology in the career life. Uranus in the 10th house. So what was Kobe Bryant investing in? What was Kobe Bryant investing in? Kobe Bryant was investing in video game software and video game technology. Kobe Bryant was investing in video game software, special effects software, and video game technology, folks. Okay? That description and that career path perfectly describes Uranus in the 10th house. Okay? Kobe Bryant had Neptune in his 11th house. Kobe Bryant had Neptune in his 11th house. Okay? The 11th house rules our friends circle, our network circle, and our circle of friends. Okay? Now, what's so significant about this? What NBA player would you say was closest to Kobe Bryant during his career life? It was Shaquille O'Neal, right? That's why Shaquille O'Neal showed the most emotion, okay, after Kobe Bryant's assassination, after Kobe Bryant's passing. Shaquille O'Neal showed the most amount of emotion. You know why? Because Shaquille O'Neal is represented by Neptune in Kobe's 11th house. Because the Neptune is Pisces energy. The Neptune is Pisces energy. People with Neptune in the 11th house, they have a lot of Pisces people in their friend circle. They attract a lot of people who are born on the 7th, 16th, and 25th of the month as friends. People with Neptune in the 11th house, they attract a lot of people who are born on the 7th, 16th, or 25th of the month, and they attract them as friends. People with Neptune in the 11th house also attract a lot of Pisces people as friends. So this placement shows, okay, that Kobe Bryant had a very close relationship and friendship with Shaquille O'Neal. Okay? And that is shown by Neptune and Kobe Bryant's 11th house. Okay? And this is why I was able to look into Shaq's eyes and look at his facial expressions and look at his mannerisms and look at his body language. And I can be the first to tell you that Shaq was actually genuine. Out of all those people putting up that false facade, that fake bullshit, the only person I believe that was genuine was Shaq. Okay? And see Kobe Bryant's Neptune in 11th house placement damn near proves that. Okay? So that's basically all I had to say on Kobe Bryant's natal chart. Now, if we're looking at Kobe Bryant's strongest houses, Kobe Bryant's strongest houses were his 9th, 8th, and 7th houses. No. His 4th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. So Kobe Bryant had four powerful houses. You see? He had 4 very beneficial and very powerful houses. But yeah, and he used it all to his benefit. He used it all to his benefit. And like I said, very, very sad circumstances that he had to be taken out the way he was. So that's all I had to say on this topic. I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. If you would like to see my exclusive videos that are not on YouTube and some of the videos that have been banned by YouTube, you can sign up to my Patreon account. The link is in the description. My Instagram is RFG_chosen1, the number 1. Okay, so you can hit me up on Instagram if you are also interested in getting an hour-long natal chart reading from me. Okay, so with all that being said, that's all I had to say. It's RFG. Peace and love. I'm signing out.